Here's another glowy glam tutorial. Keep watching if you like what you see. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, your girl, Terrionna, aka Terrionna Makeup, and I'm bringing you another makeup tutorial. In today's makeup tutorial, I created this cute look where I did a nude beauty routine. And in this beauty routine, I actually followed Beyonce's makeup artist, and he actually put moisturizer on top of the foundation to help the foundation look more like skin. So I went ahead and I did that, and now my foundation looks like skin and I'm extra glowy. But instead of a moisturizer, I use a sunscreen because I figured, like, it's summertime, it's hot outside, and we have to wear sunscreen anyway. So I decided to put sunscreen on top of my foundation, and I love the way that it actually came out. Like, it still looks like skin. This is especially good for someone with dry skin. I would highly recommend this makeup routine. And also, if you want your makeup to look like skin, this was an excellent thing to do. So shout out to Beyonce's makeup artist, but a little remix with something I decided to do. So shout out to me, because this is my beauty routine, but I was inspired by her makeup artist. But if you like what you see, hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you never miss another one of my tutorials. And oh yeah, I switched up my hair, y'all. I finally decided to give wigs a try because I'm tired of looking basic on camera for y'all. Like, I want to look cute all the time. I want to switch it up. Not saying that like basic you don't look cute, but y'all know what I mean. So keep watching for this look and stay tuned for more by turning on that notification bell. Yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so first I moisturize my face with the Murad oil and pore mattifier, and then I go in with some YSL poreless primer. And then I finally go in with my foundation, and I use the NARS foundation. I don't know exactly the name of the foundation, but I will have everything tagged below in the link if you want to find out where I shop my makeup products at. And then I blend it in with my beauty blender. I first applied it with a brush. I don't know if you could notice, but then I go in with my beauty blender that I got from Target, and I blend in my foundation. But before I blend in my foundation all the way, I'm actually going to go with some Alba Botanical Hawaiian sunscreen. So I'm actually going to apply sunscreen outside of my foundation. And I actually got this from Beyonce's makeup artist, except he used a moisturizer. So instead of a moisturizer, I use a sunscreen because it's super hot in Cali right now, super sunny. And I like to protect my melanin. So I'm going to, this is my first time doing this, by the way, and I actually did wear this out, and it was the best idea I ever had. Like, it made my foundation look like skin. It made it blend seamlessly. It honestly just made the foundation so much better when I added the sunscreen. So I would highly recommend trying this foundation routine. And then I would just blend it in with my beauty blender, the same one that I use for my foundation, just so it can have some more of that foundation still on it. This isn't the best beauty blender. It was kind of cheap, y'all, but nonetheless, I got it from Target. So now from there, I didn't blend my foundation all the way up underneath my eyes. I left that blank because I like to take my concealer directly underneath my eyes. Like, I don't like to put a layer of foundation, then a layer of concealer. I found that it makes your makeup very cakey, and it's just too much makeup sometimes. So I like my makeup to look very much like skin, and I slowly build coverage, but I try not to build like too much concealer on top of foundation. Like, if I'm building coverage, I just like to add layers of concealer after I blend it out. So I think I used the Laura Mercier concealer. Again, I'll have a link below. This concealer is okay. It's not that great, but it's not bad either. I honestly just wish I would have got a lighter color because I like for a brighter contour. And when I use a brighter concealer, my contour pops a lot more. So I'm just applying this on the places that I need concealer. And I like to get on the side of my nose because, like, I don't know why, y'all. I just do that. But for my nose contour, I always take the stick and move it upward towards my forehead because I found that gives me the sharpest, most precise contour if I angle my concealer brush straight up and go towards my forehead. It gives me a sharp, sharp contour that I love on my nose. And again, like I wish I would have used a brighter color for this concealer, but this concealer isn't bad, but I definitely think I need a few layers. And again, I like to let my concealer set on my face for a little while, just so it just blends out a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, but honestly, I really should have went on top of my concealer with a brighter concealer, but I really need to re-up on concealers because y'all, I don't got that many, so bear with me. Yeah, so I let this set for like 5 minutes. Not that long, not that short. And then I'm going to go in with my MAC concealer compact palette. And I'm just going to go in with the darkest color and create my contour. I love this little palette. Oh my god, these beauties so clean. I found out, well, I've been new if you bacteria actually does grow on your makeup, and I found a new way to clean my makeup, and I feel like if you clean it, it'll last a lot longer. So I got these little beauty wipes, and they sanitize and get rid of like the bacteria on your makeup. I probably could have used more than one and like did this in a better way, but nonetheless, I didn't. So I kind of smear my makeup all over the place, but I would highly recommend getting those as well because you need to keep your makeup nice and clean. And then I take that dark concealer and I draw a line from my sideburns down to my face. That's kind of the way that I like to do it. Sometimes I switch it up, but I think that's the angle I typically love to contour at is like that. It's like that. I don't know how I say it like that, but it's like that though. It's like that. It's like that. Okay, anyway. So I'm gonna blend it out with this hard AF beauty blender. Like this beauty blender was hard as a brick, but it got the job done. It got the job done. So after I let that concealer set a little, it kind of blends and doesn't get on the brush as much because I found out like if you blend out as soon as you apply the concealer, all of that concealer you just put on your face is going to be on the sponge. So that's why I let it set on my skin for like 5 minutes before I try to blend it out. Otherwise, I'm just going to take the product off. And I really, like I said, I wish I would have went with a lighter um, concealer color underneath my eyes. But if you don't like a super bright contouring, then this concealer will work perfectly fine. Don't get a concealer that's too bright for you. This will work for like a natural glam to me. Okay, so I'm going to take this brush that I got from MAC and I'm going to blend out that little cheek contour. This isn't my favorite brush to use for this, but I didn't clean my brushes, so I'm using like the only clean brushes that I have. I like to use a good angle brush to do this, like where it's big at the bottom and skinny at the top. But like I said, this is all I got. And as you can see, it's getting that job done, honey. Yes. So I take that brush and I kind of blend upwards, as you can see. And that's how I blend out my contour. And as you can see, I do one at a time, like because I find that it's easier to do. And then this is like one of my favorite spots to add concealer to get rid of those fine lines because it's all about being sharp, baby. That's what contouring's about, honey, being sharp. So I blend out those fine lines, and that's how you get a sharp nose contour. Ooh, that's exactly how you get a sharp nose contour. I do like this beauty blender because it's pretty precise. So this is a good beauty blender. for blah, blah, blah. I couldn't get that out. This is a good beauty blender for for precision. Don't judge me. I couldn't get it out. Okay, and I continue to blend out that concealer. Bam, looking bomb, looking bomb, looking like skin, looking glowy, looking fabulous. It's just like rule number one when it comes to contouring, make sure you blend. It's 2021, no more fine lines. Like, sometimes I know when you're in a rush, things happen. But let's get into this. So I use this all-nighter waterproof setting powder. I love this setting powder. I don't think it's waterproof because one time I did cry and my makeup still smeared. But it's definitely sweat proof, and it definitely will have you in the club with a beat face the whole time. Like, you'll be in there and your makeup will be flawless if you use this setting spray. So I definitely highly recommend this. And I actually really love this. It's like one of my top 3 setting powders. It's not even really a setting powder. It's like a pressed powder, and it doesn't get all over the place. I broke mine, so mine does get all over the place, but it applies so clean, and I like to use my beauty blender to apply my setting powder. I would definitely recommend this. Like, especially if you have oily skin, especially if you sweat a lot, especially if you're worried about your skin looking oily, I would highly recommend getting the setting powder. Again, this is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting powder. It's great. Honestly, it's so good. And it, like, I think it comes in one color, and it's for everybody. Like, this is one of those things where it's for everybody. Like, I don't look ashy even though it's white. It blends with my concealer so great. And I like to blend out, well, I call it blending out. Some people say they wipe off their setting powder. I like to blend in my setting powder. And then I'm going in with my Bobbi Brown, blah, 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 blah. I can't get nothing out. Sorry, y'all. But now I'm going to go in with my Bobbi Brown bronzer. And I love this bronzer so much. It's honestly my first bronzer I ever had. Like, it's a really great bronzer for dark skin. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't have bronzers for dark skin. Fenty Beauty is another one of my favorite bronzers. But this was the first bronzer I've ever had, and honestly, it was the best bronzer. Like, I love this bronzer. Like, if this is your first time in a bronzer game and you're deciding on what bronzer to get, especially for dark skin, I'd highly recommend this Bobbi Brown bronzer. I'm highly recommending everything in this video because, y'all, I use all this stuff, and I'm not going to tell y'all nothing I don't use. So I'm doing a Throwback Thursday, and I'm using this Anastasia Beverly Hills Alyssa Edwards palette. I realized I literally only use this palette like one time. It's like brand new. And I'm like, you know what? I need to use some of these palettes I got before I go cop another one and just try to create some cute, bomb, easy, simple looks. And I know I need to come with more looks. So I'm giving y'all eyeshadow glamour. It's all about the eyeshadow. And then I'm going to go in with this matte glitter powder, and I went in with my cut crease with this brown inside that palette. So this is like a brown, and I would call this like a smoky eye with brown and purple. And honestly, this look was so easy to do. I didn't get really into detail. This is kind of like a contouring. Ooh, look at that. This is also the MAC Skin Finish, the #1 most recommended highlighter. It's a skin finish, but I recommend this to any woman of color. This is the best highlight for your skin tone. Like, look at that. Like, oof. And when you blend it, get this. Go cop this right now. Go buy this. If you don't buy nothing in this video, I would highly recommend buying this. This is one thing you need in your collection. But I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching another one of my tutorials. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope your face is beat by the end of this, honey. Because if not, like, you wasn't paying close enough attention. Peace.